picks. What have I gotten myself into? Whoa, Holly picks, yeah, Holly picks. She picks my shirt, she picks my shoes. We'll be all across the country, just like a ride down Route 66. So Saturday at noon, this is where to tune, right here at Holly Picks.
Hello, everyone. Look who's here.
Good morning, everybody.
I know. It's morning.
It's morning.
This is very early for us. Well,
Yes.
mainly for you.
Yeah.
I get up at 9 every day for work, so
That's
it's not
true.
horrible. But this for you,
This is a little.
this is like crack of dawn.
This is pushing it for me.
Pushing it, yes. Well, we have a very special episode of Holly Picks today. It's the Father's Day episode, since Father's Day is tomorrow. And just like what every father wants for Father's Day, I later in the show will be roasting my father.
Oh.
We just think that it's appropriate because in our house there really isn't a Father's Day. It's kind of like Father's Day is just all the time, you know? So I figured what better way to show my love for you than to roast you.
Well, it seems to, if my memory serves, it's every day is pretty much a roast.
That's mainly dinner time. Dinner time is when a time that we reserve for roasting each other, but usually Dad gets the worst of it for sure.
That's because I need practice.
Yes.
I need practice at
It
getting
humbles
roasted
you.
and not getting
Butthurt,
as
yes,
my children.
as the kids say. But before we do the roast, we are going to do some questions that you all have submitted in the last 24 hours,
Nice.
plus some live questions as well. So
Okay.
should we get started?
Well, what are we busy?
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing else to
I
do,
know,
so we might as well.
I never leave this. This is where I spent.
There's literally a bed if you lean
Right.
back. I mean, he's pretty much just,
the
living here.
The Murphy bed is down.
The Murphy bed is down.
The Murphy bed is
I'm
down,
here to stay.
which is great because as I'm working on my book out here, like sometimes I'll be sitting in the chair. I'm like, I just need to kick. So I take my shoes off, I lay back.
Life of luxury.
I'll tell you what.
All right, we're going to start with question number 1.
All right.
This is from Ramona Clark from Facebook.
Hi, Ramona Clark.
Ramona says, does Kevin still have any of his stage clothes from back in the day?
Aha. Well, I do have some. We kind of have an attic full of stuff. Over the past few years, I've been distributing, as you know, some of my old stage clothes to Holly's brothers, Josh and Shane, my sons, who have their own band called Sir Please, and they sport some of my
Some of the
stuff.
old shirts.
They
Yeah.
do. And what?
I feel like I sport most of like the old tour shirts, like the ones that you would sell at a merch stand. But Josh and
Right.
Shane kind of sport more of like
The
the stage
clothes.
clothes. Yeah.
And you take my old jeans and like
These are repurposed Kevin jeans from the 80s that I
Yes.
got taken in, and I love them. I never have to buy a new pair of jeans again. I just have all of yours from the 80s. So,
It's exactly true.
so the answer is yes.
Okay.
Question number 2. Sally Gallos Schnepp from Facebook asks, do you have any pre-show rituals?
As a matter of fact, I do. It's a very strange. If you walk by my dressing room backstage, as you have
Yes.
had occasion to over the years, it sounds like there's some, like a bird is being strangled,
Right, some wild animals being harmed. Right.
in my dressing room.
Right.
So I'd rather not really give it a demonstration. It might scare the children.
It might.
Yeah.
It might. But
But-
I feel like for the fans, they're
Really?
gonna wanna hear that.
All right. Well, we did put a little a parental discretion
Right.
thing. All
On
right.
this, yes.
So this is what you would hear if you walked by my dressing room before the show. You would hear something along the lines of. etc.
etc. You can imagine the rest.
It gets ugly.
It gets ugly.
Yeah,
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We don't want to scar anyone.
I get my own dress, but it actually was just a scam on my part because I wanted to get my own dressing room.
Right. You're
So I
like,
figured
no
if
one
I-
else is going to want to hear this.
Right.
I need my own personal space.
So for your sake, Neil, Alan, Bruce, and Dave, for your sake, I'd like to have my own dressing room.
Right.
They fell for
And they
it. They bought
believed it.
it.
Did you hear that,
They
guys?
bought, don't ixnay. What happens on Holly Picks
Stays on Holly Picks. Okay, question number 3. Karen Ledsworth from Facebook. I made it a little stronger this time. I mixed some tequila in there as well. Yeah.
At early morning.
It's not, yeah. All right, anyway, Karen Ledsworth from Facebook asks, can you tell us about any special daddy-daughter moments you had when you were a little girl?
Aww.
Oh, the first one that comes to mind for me is the gentle brush.
That's right.
So I hated having my hair brushed when I was little. It hurt. I think I was scarred. I was scarred from Aunt Maura. She would do my hair and it would be so pretty, but
was she? And it was so tight.
it was so tight. She'd pull my hair back like this, but it would look so beautiful when it was done. I'd have this beautiful bow and it would be so pretty. But the process of getting it to that bow, I would be crying and it was horrible. So we came up with this solution called the gentle brush, which was a brush that really didn't brush your hair. It kind of just made the outside look pretty, but it was the only brush that I would let my mom and dad use on me, and you would always brush my hair with the gentle brush.
And I would do it really slow because I didn't want to hurt you. And I still have the gentle brush.
Yep. You still have
that brush.
Yeah, that's the one that comes up for me. Do you have?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I mean, we used to do so much together, Holly.
Holly's Landing, Buddy Dates.
There you go. Holly's Landing.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, my gosh.
I know.
We used to, I mean, when I was home, I was with you. Yeah, we would hike together. I would push you in your stroller.
Yeah.
And
Lots of good times.
Yeah, I know.
Don't have to sit here and reminisce. Okay, number 4. KJewel73 from Instagram says, what is your favorite REO video you've made and why?
Well, I would say my favorite is a video we made in 1985 for the Wheels Are Turning album. The first single on that record was kind of a wacky song called I Don't Want to Know. And we met your friend Elena Dole.
Yes.
Her father, Kevin, is
For context, I went to USC with Elena Dole. We met as tour guides, and little did I know that her father worked on your music video.
Yes.
Yeah.
He worked in a number of them, but the music video for I Don't Want to Know it was an award-winning video. It really was. And it was an incredible production. The song didn't become a hit. So without the song becoming a hit, the video doesn't get the attention it deserved. But if you ever want to see our best music video ever, it's definitely I Don't Want to Know.
Perfect. All right. Betty Egoville from Facebook asks, have you ever thought about touring in South America?
Well, not only have we thought about it,
You've done it.
We have done it. And
you know,
there's a member of our studio audience out there who actually knows. Can you, young lady? Yes, you were actually with us on our South American tour. See, we have our
our live studio audience consists of one person, and it.
Oh, come on,
sorry. Thought I'd let the fans know.
Yeah, we toured South America. What year was that? 1990 was the first time we went down there was 87, but 1990 we went down. We played Buenos Aires. We played Uruguay. What is the city in Uruguay?
Montevideo.
Montevideo, Uruguay. We played in Ecuador. We played 4 shows in Colombia. We played. We're
Well, you got to go back.
We do.
Yeah.
I know. It has been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
So in the works.
Yes.
Okay. Debbie Anderson Clark from Facebook asks, what are both of your favorite ice cream flavors?
Come
on.
Wait, we have the same one, right?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah, on 3.
1, 2, 3. Chocolate chip mint.
Who says chocolate chip mint? It's mint chocolate chip. Comment down below if you think that it's mint chocolate chip, or what did you even say? Chocolate chip mint?
Chocolate mint chip.
No way.
What do you call it?
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip.
It would have been so much more powerful if he would have said it at the same time.
Mint, but
it's mint flavored chocolate chip. It's not chocolate flavored
chip
mint chip.
It's chocolate chips and mint.
All right. Well, clearly we were having a debate about this. Comment down below what you think the correct way to say mint chocolate chip ice cream is.
We know it is.
Okay.
It's
well, agree to disagree.
Well, at least we both like the same thing. And Holly, can I purge myself?
Oh yeah.
Remember at the
speaking of father-daughter memories.
All right.
Traumatic experiences, more like it.
Totally over dramatized. You were too young to really remember what happened.
No, I remember, and so does our live studio audience.
our entire live studio audience was there.
Okay, well, let's give the fans some context once more. So we were at Cold Stone Ice Cream, which is arguably the best ice cream store. And
like actually chop up the mint chips.
I got to watch them make it. I was so excited. I got my little cup of ice cream.
How old were you though?
I was maybe 5. Like I was young.
The memory of a 5-year-old, the frontal lobe is not.
No, but traumatic experiences you remember.
Wow.
And so I was eating my ice cream, and my dad goes, "Oh, can I have a taste?" And me, being the kind, sweet, innocent young woman I was, I said, "Of course, Dad." He grabs a spoon, takes at least half of the ice cream, and just shoves it down his throat. And I start crying, obviously, because all my hard work. It's just
that's just such
so selfish of you.
It's such an traumatized. One little tiny little.
I have never shared my ice cream with you since.
I know.
It's true.
I know.
Because I'm traumatized.
Unfairly.
Yeah. No.
I might say.
No.
Holly, it's been 19 years. Maybe it's time to.
It's the only grudge I still hold, Dad. All right.
Boy, the dirt comes out here in Holly. The Father's Day.
I hold nothing back,
the Father's Day show. Boy.
Get ready. If you think this is the roast, you have no idea what's coming.
Let me make a note. Next Father's Day, no Holly.
Be out of town.
I usually am.
I know.
It's pretty amazing.
Aren't you glad you're home this time?
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me, book us next June, okay? Book the entire month, quick.
Question number 7 from Tiffany Backer from Facebook says, have you or any bandmates ever had any embarrassing or traumatic experiences on stage?
Oh my God.
Like tripping, falling.
Oh no, I had the worst ever.
Let's hear it.
I had the worst
Let's
ever.
hear it.
Oh my God.
Tell.
This wasn't that long ago either, sadly. It was, we were playing a giant festival in northern Minnesota, and Jacob Dylan was on the show, who, by the way, is a sweetheart of a young man, just really. So Jacob played his show, and then he was on the side stage when we came out. So it's like, you always want to give it a little extra oomph when there's another artist watching in the wings, right? Well, another fact that is well known amongst the studio audience and people that know me well is I have a history of dental fun, shall we say. I go to the dentist. I enjoy it. Little nitrous oxide and whoop.
Right. Anytime my dad's not home, he's either on tour or at the dentist.
Right. Exactly. So this one particular, excuse me, there's a heckler.
Live
security
studio audience doesn't get to speak on the show.
Security, please.
Well, I am security. So
I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was getting a crown put on my front. No, this tooth next to my front tooth. One of these ones right in front. Yeah. And I had a temporary crown on, and the cement decided to come loose during the first song of a 90-minute set.
So you performed the whole set without a tooth?
No, I performed the whole set. I'm trying to sing like this to like keep it in, and then every once in a while it would like fall out. And onto the stage, I'd have to like look for it on the stage and stick it. And this is
you suck it back after it fell on the dirty stage?
Holly, I had to.
I'm not surprised, actually.
I had to.
I'm not surprised.
I had to. This is a festival. There were probably 30 to 40,000 people. Video screens the size of garage doors. My tooth looked like, a cereal box, a suitcase, exactly. So God knows what those people up at the Moondance Jam saw, and I was totally embarrassed. And
happens to the best of us.
Oddly, we haven't been asked back to the Moondance Jam since then. I don't quite understand.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Anyway, question number 8. I think
I had to ask who was that?
Tiffany.
Thanks, Tiff. I thought we were friends.
All right, last question before we go to
What?
the live questions.
Already?
Yes. No, I'm so surprised. I gotta
I
keep
know.
us on track. It's already 10:16. All right, Stan Peterson from Facebook asks, how long did it take you to write Time for Me to Fly, and what does it mean to you?
Well, it took, good question, Stan. It was written over a long period of time. I started the song in Boulder, Colorado, 1970, by accident, of course. Everything good that I do is
By
in
accident?
accident.
Does that?
I mean,
I was gonna say. All right, anyway, keep going. This is more unwanted environment.
Wait a minute, excuse me.
Yeah, just take a swig of that after that comment. All right.
So I wrote it, but I just wrote the verses. It ended with, I make you laugh, you make me cry. And that was it. There was no, I believe
What a
it's time.
cliffhanger.
What was a cliffhanger?
Yes.
It's a cliffhanger of a song. A few years later, and what it means to me was the end of my first love. It was the song that I wrote to, the breakup of my first love took place over about 3 years.
Right.
And it took that long to write the song.
Right.
When I finally broke up with her once and for all, I finished the song.
It's time for you to fly.
It was time for me to fly, which goes to show that, when you're writing songs, sometimes you have to live the rest of the song. If you're a songwriter out there and you're having a hard time finishing the song, could be just store it in what I call my spare song parts department up here, and let life go on.
Right.
And when you live the rest of the song, you'll finish.
We'll come together.
Thank you very much.
Great advice.
Yeah,
So nice having you. Okay. So now we're going to turn over to our live questions.
Man,
this is hang on.
Wait a second.
Woo! Yeehaw! Yeah. All right. Apparently there are a lot of fans that are agreeing with me that
What?
it's mint chocolate chip.
What
There
do
are a
you mean?
few people that agree with you, but
Thank you.
yeah.
So what's it called?
Mint
chocolate mint
no,
chip?
No, mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate.
Clearly lost cause. Oh, someone asks, what is Holly's Landing?
Oh.
That's a good question. Holly's Landing is a little path. We have a little sort of creek next to our yard, and it's a path that you created when we moved here that takes you down to the creek. And we would play down there, and there was a little bench down there, and there were fish that would, swim in the little stream, and it was like.
Well, and Holly's Landing, a landing, of course, is like if there's a river, the landing is where the boats come in.
Right.
So remember we put Paris and I put flagstones down there.
Yep,
and
the little fence.
the
little chain fence.
What we didn't know is that the banks of our creek change radically over every season, and Holly's Landing is now. But someday there'll be an archaeological expedition down this creek, and they will find those. They find the fence, they'll find the flagstones, and they'll be wondering what civilization was like in the early 21st century. Maybe I saved the sign. Okay. But maybe we should bury it out there so people will know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's look at some other live questions here. Let's see. Any ones that are coming to your?
Let's see.
This is a good one.
Okay.
David Witten from YouTube asks, what song was the most personally emotional for you to write?
Oh boy. That's a tough question, because when I'm writing songs, whatever song I'm writing is
the most emotional.
It is, because that's what songs are. Songs are an expression
of emotion. Or maybe then
emotion.
Which one brings up the most emotion when you sing it?
Wow, let me think. It really kind of depends. Lately, I will say that Building the Bridge, probably brings up the most emotion.
Because it's so applicable to what's happening in the world right now.
Yeah, and even before what's happening here, when your mom and I went to Israel, and I sang the song in the old city, and then the next day went over and sang it again in the Palestinian Authority controlled city of Bethlehem. So I did it in Jerusalem one day, Bethlehem the next day, and the song is kind of applicable to what's happening over there.
Totally.
And now, speaking of which, pardon me for changing the subject, but it was 2 weeks ago that we sang Building the Bridge and Holly Picks. And last week, we forgot.
We did.
There were people who said, where were you guys?
Where are Holly Picks? Well,
our brains, we literally don't know what day it is ever.
Ever. Yeah. And we spaced.
Yeah. It was like Sunday morning. And
I think also, there's so much going on right now that it's like there were marches and we were doing so many other things that it just kind of.
And we're still marching.
And we marched yesterday.
And we will continue to march because,
it just was, not knowing what day it is, so much going on in the world. We had a brain fart. We did.
We really did.
So but we're making up for it with the roast. Which I think we should get into.
I think we should answer a few more questions.
Okay. All right. How about Karen Draws from Facebook asks, who's your favorite actor and actress and have you ever met them?
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite actor. Well, I would have to say my favorite actor is Dustin Hoffman. Yeah.
Have you ever met him?
I've never met him, but I am trying to get you to watch The Graduate, which is one of the greatest movies, one of the greatest soundtracks, Simon and Garfunkel. It's a movie about coming of age. It's like the perfect
All right,
thing.
Dad, you can convince me later.
All right. Can we get some comments on whether Holly would enjoy The Graduate or not?
I've just lost your trust, one, with the ice cream, and two, with all of your previous movie picks. Really
such as
being a letdown.
Such as
Spinal Tap. I hate to break it to you, Dad.
Did you ever try watching
Isn't
it?
that the Bring Me a Bucket?
No. See? All right, so there's a Monty Python.
Monty Python.
There's a Monty Python movie which the final scene is in a restaurant. It's a classic.
Josh, Shane, and I were all scarred by that experience as well.
Yeah,
we were like, we're never watching a movie that Dad suggests ever again.
See, but that's so unfair.
All right, maybe we do one more and then we get into the roast. All right. I can't wait for this roast. I'm very excited. Okay, let's see.
Can the studio audience keep it down?
The studio audience is being
really,
extra active today.
Really active.
I'm not sure why.
We have to escort some of them out.
Yeah. Okay, how about Julie Stender from Facebook asks, hi, Holly and Casey. I was wondering if you have any favorite family vacations. Were you able to do that with busy on-the-road life?
Well, yeah, I think
we haven't in a while, though.
Know.
It's been like 5 years.
Well, that's because you went away to school. You're so busy. And summer jobs. But how about Montana?
Yeah, that's up there.
That was a great one.
That was great because you're on this beautiful lake. There's like nobody around you. You're just immersed in nature, and like none of our phones worked.
None of our phones worked. No, there's no television.
Right.
And it's a small house, so we were all in close quarters.
Right.
And I'll never forget.
We had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I know. And there was a checkerboard. Basically, the only entertainment was a deck of cards and a checkerboard.
Yeah.
And Josh and Shane were like, what? The first day they were like bummed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, just try playing checkers. Dad. But by the time we left, we were having checker tournaments every day. So it just goes to show that when you take the technology away, just temporarily, I think it's good for our brains to just, let's go outside. Let's walk out on the pier and look for frogs or whatever.
Yeah, the most glamorous vacations aren't always the best ones.
Yes.
Yeah, and we need to go back to Montana.
I know. That was really fun.
All right, well, there's no more time to waste, everybody. We are going to get into the roast.
I was really tired. I've got up a little early this morning. I've been drinking a little more than I normally do at this time of day.
Well, you're just gonna have to get through this, Dad. And before we start the roast, I have to give some most writing credit to our dear friend Chase Rosenberg and Mark Rosenberg. They were very instrumental in helping me write these roasts. So just
shall we say ex-friends in my case?
Yeah, they might not be your friends after this, but they will still remain my friends. So let's get right into it, everybody. John, cue up that laugh track. All right. Here we go.
You just gave away our entire production.
What do they think? Our studio audience is one person. Oh, I'll laugh.
But we were raising our production values, and now it's not going to even be a surprise.
Last time I checked, this was Holly Picks and not Kevin Picks, so I don't know.
You're funny, Holly.
I'm good at it.
You are funny.
Okay, so let's get right into it, shall we? All right. So, growing up, I never knew my dad was a rock star, and neither does most of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame committee.
Ouch!
And, Dad, your music is timeless. It never ages, and neither does your 12-year-old boy sense of fashion.
Just FYI, I went to the Charlie Sheen roast. It's the only time I've gone to a live roast, and it was much kinder than this.
He doesn't know you like I do, Dad. But seriously, Dad, you're so rock and roll, you're practically a fossil.
Oh.
Dad, you're always saying that you can't fight this feeling anymore. What is that feeling? Rheumatoid arthritis?
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, you're not wearing your little arthritis bands. That would have been funny if you had your arthritis bands on.
Yeah, really funny, huh?
All right. My dad gets butt hurt so easily that he literally has to carry around a butt cushion with him everywhere he goes. Would you mind standing up, Dad?
Yes.
Would you mind standing up just for a moment?
I'm a little drunk now. I'm
I think that you should just take a stand for just one moment. You do not know. You do not know how to do it. All right.
What? Boy, look at the time.
Oh, we got a few more.
We got a few more. Huh?
Ario Speedwagon? More like Ario electric chair that goes up the stairs wagon. Dad, it's so sad that we
electric chair that goes up the stairs wagon.
I get it. Right. Dad, it's so sad that we've lost so many essential workers during this time.
It really is.
It looks like Ellen DeGeneres' hairstylist is still working. And last but not least, I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another that you're still around.
Oh.
And that has been the Holly Picks roast for today.
Wow. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you.
I love you, babe.
And I think we should end it with a very loving song.
Yes, which and all the hours of rehearsal that we put in are really
we have just really
going to show.
Spent days and nights over this song.
Yeah, I know. It's just, when we first learned it, we barely even knew it.
Yeah, which was not 10 minutes ago.
No, it was not. It was much more than
much 10
longer ago than 10 minutes ago.
Just so you all know.
Let me just to refresh my
your memory.
Well, yeah, this song is just such a beautiful song.
One of our favorites, yeah.
When John Mayer was so young when he wrote it too. That's what's so incredible. So anyway, here we go.
I know a girl. She puts the color inside of my world. And she's just like a maze where all of the walls all continually change. And I've done all I can to stand on the steps with my heart in my hand. Now I'm starting to see that it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers, returning to mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. And fathers, be good to your daughters too.
Love you.
Love you too, Dad.
Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And
have a great Saturday.
have a great Saturday. Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Secure when we're together. You give my life direction. You make everything so clear.
Even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight. You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night.
And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It's time to bring this ship into the shore and throw away the oars forever. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. If I help you crawl upon the floor, come crashing through the door. Baby, I can't fight this feeling anymore.
Holly Picks, Holly Picks, what have I gotten myself into? Whoa, Holly Picks, yeah, Holly Picks. She picks my shirt, she picks my shoes. We'll be all across the country, just like a ride down Route 66. So Saturday at noon, this is where to tune. Right here at Holly Picks.